JW is back at it here to give everyone another Walking Dead Season 6 episode review video. But before I continue with that, it's extremely important. If you're not caught up to the point where I am in rewatching The Walking Dead, or you simply don't know if you're caught up, I suggest that you pay attention to the episode title. I'll even put that title in the description for you. If that's the case and you find out that you are not caught up, I suggest, and so does everybody else, that you don't watch this video any further to avoid potential spoilers. This will be The Walking Dead Season 6, Episode number 6. The title of this episode is called Always Accountable. This will be my review, reaction, recap of the episode. And keep in mind, I always tell everybody now that I've already seen the episode a couple times. I'm just reviewing it to have it reviewed on my channel. And I'm reviewing it because they announced that The Walking Dead Season 11 is going to be the final season of the main Walking Dead show. Doesn't necessarily mean the end of the Walking Dead story. I think the end of the Walking Dead story will probably end with the Rick Grimes movies. That's just my opinion. Daryl, Sasha, and Abraham, they lead the parade of walkers away from Alexandria, and then they do reach their predetermined point where they believe the walkers will continue away from the town. They start to head back. Then they are ambushed by several men in cars, and Daryl is separated from Sasha and Abraham. Daryl evades the attackers but crashes his motorcycle into a forest. He walks through a burned out path before coming upon a pair of sisters named Tina and Sherry. They surrender to Daryl, and that allows Dwight, yes, Dwight, who's now on Fear the Walking Dead, hiding nearby, to knock him out and take his weapons. Kept under gunpoint, Daryl is forced to travel with them as they look for Patty. Dwight explains they are trying to flee a community that they had joined but were forced to kneel and are now trying to escape. They come to a walker-infested gas station, and Dwight laments that Patty is no longer there. Daryl attempts to escape with their supplies, but discovers their bag includes insulin for a diabetic Tina. He returns, demanding Dwight turn over his gun in exchange for the insulin. And then when the group is attacked by more men in a truck led by Wade, Wade demands that Dwight, Sherry, and Tina return what they took. Daryl is able to help them escape, in turn luring one of Wade's men into a walker. The walker bites the man in the arm, forcing Wade to cut the man's arm off, therefore ending their pursuit. And then Daryl continues with Dwight and Sherry and Tina, and they come to the remains of a greenhouse. Tina sees two figures in melted glass, but when she tries to examine them, the figures are still reanimated, and they're walkers, and they break free of the glass and kill her. Daryl helps the two dispatch the walkers and bury Tina. Daryl then considers bringing them to Alexandria. He asks them their three questions: how many humans have you killed? How many walkers have you killed? Why? He does really, really interesting. How many humans you killed? How many walkers you killed? Why? Not the talkative one, Daryl. And when they agree, he doesn't tell them their location, though. But then when they agree, he leads them back to his motorcycle, after which Dwight puts Daryl at gunpoint and demands his crossbow and motorcycle. And then Daryl turns them over, and Dwight and Sherry take off. Continuing, they do give Sherry does give Daryl some bandages or wipes, something for his arm, because his elbows all cut up. So that's interesting. But they take off, and then continuing on his own, Daryl finds a fuel truck with the license plate Patty 002 nearby, and realizes that this was the Patty Dwight was looking for. He takes the truck to rejoin his friends, and then meanwhile, Sasha and Abraham fend off their attackers and determine that the walkers were lying in wait to ambush another party. They find an insurance office in a nearby town and hole up there, leaving signs for Daryl to locate them. In the office, a walker is trapped in a glass-enclosed conference room, which Abraham wants to kill, and Sasha reminds him of the consequences of his actions as they are trying to otherwise stay hidden until Daryl can find them. The next morning, Abraham savages the local area, or scavages, I should say, the local area, and finds an abandoned Humvee containing RPGs and a box of cigars on a bridge. That's perfect for Abraham. And then hanging from a bridge is a reanimated or turned walker soldier with a RPG launcher slung over its shoulder. Abraham does recklessly manage to get the launcher, but nearby at the cost of his own life, or nearly at the cost of his own life, I should say. He returns to the office with his finds and apologizes to Sasha that he does act without thought and wants to be a better person with her help. Later, he finds a partial army dress uniform and dons it as he and Sasha set off to meet Daryl. They find him with the truck that Daryl had found, and then the three start to head back to Alexandria, and then they hear a cry for help over the truck's radio, and then that's the end of the episode. So it's a filler. It's that middle of season 6 filler sort of stuff. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't anything spectacular. We got to meet Dwight. Obviously, Dwight has a huge role in the Walking Dead comic book, a pretty big role in the TV series, but it's more for Fear the Walking Dead, I think. And we met Sherry, who's actually Dwight's wife, and there's a whole other thing with Dwight and Sherry with who the leader that their group is. And you already know who the leader of their group is, Negan. Can't wait for that. So I'm going to give the episode a 7.7 out of 10. Character of the episode was going to be is going to be Daryl. I almost wanted to give it to Abraham, but Daryl just had a little bit more to do. I'm a little upset with Dwight. He kept doing Daryl wrong, and this is the first time he did Daryl wrong, or the second time technically. It was twice in this episode. So you've heard what I have to say. Now it's your turn. So if you're a fan of Walking Dead and you like this episode, I always accountable from season 6. Go ahead and smash that like button. If you know anybody else that you think would be interested in watching these videos, share the video to them. And then let them know that they can share the video to whomever they choose to share it to. Don't forget to leave me a comment in the comment section. That could be a lot of different things you could talk to me about. Your score of the episode, your moment of this episode, your favorite episodes or least favorite episodes of The Walking Dead, your favorite or least favorite characters of The Walking Dead, least or most underutilized characters and most overutilized characters. Whatever you want to leave, just leave it in the comment section. I'll reply to every comment that's in there. Probably won't be many, but hey, I always offer the option. And of course, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.